I'm from a service industry. I'm an entrepreneur, I was an entrepreneur. We always believe in a word of mouth. And there's a saying, when you come to a restaurant, if you don't like the service, they'll never tell the management. They'll go back and they'll tell 9 people. This is the way it goes. Today, if you like it, I know, it will spread. And it will spread like wildfire. And you will be the proponent of it. You will be the ambassador of it. So, when there's a discussion, I believe that you will give all your ears, your heart, your attention to our panelists who are here today. Before going further, I would like to thank the APSU President, the organizer of the symposium today, all the learned friends here. I'm not so old, so I'll call you friends. And the distinguished panelists who have joined us today. It's a joy. And when they told me that it is an inter-tribe festival, I know the underlying theme of it, why you're doing it. Because we need unity in Arunachal Pradesh. We need unity. Without unity, there is no peace. Without peace, there cannot be any development. And that's what APSU stands for. When you talked about Inter-Tribe Festival, I was touched. And I believe that you are on the right track. If you come to startups, if you come to entrepreneurship, there's so many self-help books. There's so many things that you can learn. But you have to understand one thing. Their story might be not your story. The way they do things might not be the way you should do things. You have to find your own size. And how do you do that? For that you have to study, you have to learn, you have to dig deeper. It cannot be just on the skin, you have to scratch deeper. If I give you the stats of today's problem of unemployment, we just saw the budget session. Employment is hitting north. Our export is going down. Our economy, which is supposed to grow at the rate of 8% per annum to become a developed nation, is nowhere near it. I'm told, I've seen, it's hardly 6% or 6.5%. You know how many students graduates in a year in this entire country? Around 26.5 crore. That much of students are studying. Every year, 1 lakh medical students are graduating. Every year, 25 crore Indians, students, they're passing the class 12, the graduation. When you come to India and Arunachal, we have around 2.72 lakh students. And my dear Doji, you are commanding the 2.72 students of Arunachal Pradesh. You are responsible. We have around 3,500 schools. We have around 23,442 teachers. Now the government is trying to bring it down. Bringing it down to 47%, around 1,600 schools, they are trying to bring it down. Every year, 30,000 students are writing their class 10 and 12 exams. After doing that, where do they go? How do they find the livelihood? How many of us gets the job? You know the stats of Arunachal Pradesh as well. There are 66,000 employees in Arunachal Pradesh, regular employees. I always say that. 28,000 ad hoc employees. Around 2,000 to 3,000 contingency staff in the entire state. Population of around 13 to 14 to 15 lakhs. More than 1 lakh people are working in the state government, drawing the salary. Our committed expenditure is quite high, 35 to 40 to 45%. So, what is our role here? How do we help the state? And what are the roles of the state? And how we students become an entrepreneur? How we students becoming an entrepreneur starts a startup? We have to think. Government is doing a lot. Government of India is serious about it. But when it comes to skilling, this is not my state. This is the statistic of Ministry of Skill Development. We are not even 3.96%. when it comes to skilling of our force. Whereas an economy like South Korea, they're 96%. Where are we going wrong? My friends, those who are studying and those who are watching, if you are not good in studies after class 12, don't pursue. Don't waste your time. Please don't waste your time no more. If you're not good in academics, I'm telling you, you're good in something else. You have to find it out first. What am I good at? Let's not burn our money and our parents' money just for the sake of graduating. It's not required. After graduating also, you won't crack the competitive exam. There's no point. You must be good in something. You find it out. You know, there is always a skill in you. There's always something special in you, but we don't know. How do we find ourselves? We apply ourselves. We have to judge ourselves. We have to stand in the mirror every morning. That's what I do. You know, I was just telling one of my friends that sometimes without realizing, you go into the rabbit hole. And from there's no coming back. But when you stand in the mirror, when you look at yourself and ask yourself what I'm going to do today. Am I doing good? Am I being fair to myself? Am I being fair to my parents who has done so much for me? When you talk like that, then you start digging yourself. That is the beginning of an entrepreneur. That's the beginning of a self-quest. That's the beginning of a self-discovery. That's where it starts. Life is not easy for an entrepreneur, believe me. It is not easy at all. And Arunachali, by definition, I'm not criticizing, but that's what we are. We don't have a sense of dignity of labor. We are not willing to work hard. We are not willing to become small. Our egos are up there in the north. You might be nothing, but the egos are up there. You know, first word I'll cut, dam nahi hai, lekin hum kisi se kam nahi hai. Alright? We have to change that attitude. We have to be humble. We have to humble ourselves. Because the problem today in the state and in the country is not because we're ignorant. The threat today is the illusion of knowledge. That is what is killing us today. So my friends, to be an entrepreneur, it is not easy. What is an entrepreneur? How they are different from businessman? An entrepreneur is always willing to take risk. He sees things in vacuum. He thinks what is not there. He takes opportunities out of trouble, out of problem. That's what an entrepreneur is. When I started my EMKs way back in 2006, I graduated, I worked in Planning Commission, I came back, I wanted to do something. When I thought of doing EMKs, I just didn't do it. My Nahanagar EMKs, which you have seen, I believe, I was there for 1 month. Every morning at 6:30 I'll come with a pen and a paper. Then I'll be there till 5:30 in the evening, counting how many cars goes, how many buses goes, how many truck goes, how many scooter goes, how many people are walking by. For 1 month I collected the data myself. How many person is going to come to my restaurant? What much of percentage? I take 2. I said 2% will come here. If at all it is good. I designed. I wanted to make it a place where people can come and relax and have food. People thought I've gone crazy. They said, Arunachal mein aisa nahi hota hai. Quality ko koi puchta nahi. Interior ko koi dekhta nahi hai. Sirf khane se ho gaya. I said, no. Nobody has tried it before. I will try. I will try. And I know my gestation period. As an entrepreneur, you should know what is the gestation period of your project. आपको समझना पड़ेगा कितना साल में हम gestation period reach करेगा, कितना साल में हम break even करेगा, मेरा जो पैसा डाल रहा है कितना साल में, what is my ROI? You have to understand. I did all that. I knew it will take me minimum 4 years. 4 years. I worked, my friend. I did the dishes. बर्तन धुलाया, हम आज भी बोलता हूँ बहुत अच्छा बर्तन धोता है, तुम लोग नहीं सकेगा. झाड़ू हम बढ़िया मारते हैं, आप लोग नहीं सकेगा. दिल्ली में रहा है, मेरा सीनियर बैठा हुआ है प्रोफेसर नानी का, हम लोग का कोचो में एक चो है, हम लोग का दोस्त है। हम लोग जानते हैं रेंट हाउस में बेचने से कैसा होता है, हम लोग एक्सपर्ट है। वो बिगनिंग हम लोग का ट्रेनिंग एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप का वहां से हुआ है। देखिए, you have to be humble. I always tell, I was made to stand for a woman 10 minutes. I was holding the tray in हम लोग का बैंकेट हॉल है, खाना जब देता है हम खुद सर्व करता था, हम खुद सर्व करता है। हम ट्रे में सामान उठा के रखा हुआ है, मेरा सामने एक मैडम था, हम अभी भी बहुत याद है, बिकॉज दैट डे आई लर्नड अ लॉट। हम बहुत सीखा है उस दिन, हमको 10 मिनट रुकाया है। हम एक बार मैडम को पूछा था, मैडम आप पी लीजिए, तुम थोड़ा रुको ना, दैट इज आवर टोन, अरुणाचली टोन। तो एज ए सर्वर आई हैव टू वेट। I waited, I was counting 10 minutes holding my tray for her. हम छोटा हो गया क्या? आदमी देख रहा है, मेरा स्टाफ, गेस्ट लोग हमको पहचानने वाला देख रहा है, सोच रहा है कोई कोई ये तो IAS बनेगा बोला था, ट्रे पकड़ के रुक रहा है, देखो हंसेगा वो, हंसने दो, हंसने से तुम छोटा हो जाएगा। आज हम MLA है तो ना छोटा नहीं हुआ, हमको देख रहा है, किसको हंसेगा? हमको नहीं हंसेगा, वो औरत को हंसेगा। इसका माँ पिताजी इसको पक्का नहीं सिखाया है। She is not a taught lady, making a person stand so long. I counted for 10 minutes, I was there. 10 मिनट का बाद मेरा ड्रिंक्स को मेरा हाथ से लिया है। I learned that day, you have to have humility. अगर आपका साथ humility नहीं होगा, you cannot be an entrepreneur. आपका साथ you have to be hard working. आपको हार्ड वर्किंग होना पड़ेगा। उससे भी इंपॉर्टेंट आपको कंसिस्टेंट होना पड़ेगा। आज सुबह जोश से किया है, मेरा बात को सुन के 2 दिन तक चलेगा एकदम जोरदार, 3 दिन का बाद आहिस्ता 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 हवा निकल जाएगा। यू हैव टू बी कंसिस्टेंट माय फ्रेंड, पिक एनी प्रोजेक्ट, डू ए गुड स्टडी ऑन दैट, whether it will run or not. You take a market survey, whether this product will run or not. आज का जमाना में आप कुछ भी सेट कर सकता है। If you have money, you can set up anything. लेकिन whether it will run, whether you have the market, whether you can market it, that's very important. You have to study that. ये करना जरूरी है। आपको उसका बाद क्या प्रॉब्लम आएगा? पैसा का प्रॉब्लम सबसे पहले, कहाँ से पैसा लेके आए? अभी देखिए उन्नति स्कीम, आप बताएगा उसके बारे में। उन्नति स्कीम में वहां से हम लोग कैसा लाभ ले सकता है, आप आज पूछिए काचो साहब से, वो बताएगा। दिस इज ए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया पॉलिसी, उसको लेके बहुत हल्ला मचा हुआ है। हाउ गुड इज इट? आई एम नॉट गोना कमेंट ऑन दैट, आई डोंट वांट टू डिस्करेज एनीबॉडी। वहां पे भी बहुत फायदा है करने के लिए। यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ मेनी स्कीम्स आर देयर फॉर एन एंटरप्रेन्योर टू टेक एडवांटेज फ्रॉम। डू यू रीड? डू यू स्टडी? Any one of you who wants to do business, have you gone through what kind of schemes do you get from government of Arunachal Pradesh, government of India? Not many of us does that. First thing, do that. क्या है उसको आप देखिए। Prepare yourself. आप एक बिजनेस को पिकअप किया, उससे पहले you have to make a trading license. ट्रेडिंग लाइसेंस रेडी करना पड़ेगा, GST बनाना पड़ेगा, और जो थोड़ा अच्छा से करना चाहता है मॉर्गेज सर्टिफिकेट बना के रखिए, लैंड एनकम्बरेंस सर्टिफिकेट बना के रखिए। आपका LPC को यूज करना है, आपका लैंड अलॉटमेंट को यूज करना है, इसी का थ्रू आपको बैंक लोन देगा। आपको हम इसलिए बोलता है यू हैव टू बी हार्ड वर्किंग, यू हैव टू do your proper work on what you're going to do. You have to know what is my ROI. You have to know when are you going to break even. You have to understand your gestation period and you have to be super consistent. आपको ये करना पड़ेगा, बिना इसका काम नहीं होगा। You have to have humility. इसका अलावा आपका कोई शॉर्टकट नहीं है। आप कहीं भी चला जाओ, there is no shortcut and it is not easy and ultimately is delayed gratification. अभी आप शुरू किया है, अभी प्रॉफिट 20,000 आया, उसी को आप उड़ा देगा तो नहीं होगा, उसको आप रखना पड़ेगा। You have to build it up slowly. Delayed gratification to make yourself happy. Take time. टेक टाइम, 2 रुपया को जमा करने सीखिए। वी आर नॉट ए सेविंग पीपल। हम लोग का कल्चर में सेविंग करना नहीं है। हम लोग का कल्चर में क्या है, आज है तो खाएगा, कल देखा जाएगा। वी हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट। उससे बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा। देन ओनली वी कैन थिंक। अरुणाचल में अभी देखो कितना पॉसिबिलिटीज है। यहाँ पे देखिए बीई करके, डिप्लोमा करके कितना इंजीनियर ऐसा पढ़ा हुआ है, लेकिन उसका साथ स्किल्स है, व्हाई आर दे यूजिंग इट? मेरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हम शुरू करते हैं। मेरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हम बोला है जो इंजीनियर डिप्लोमा करके बीई करके बैठा हुआ है, सिविल में कोई क्या है तो हमको आके मिलिए। डिप्लोमा आप लोग इलेक्ट्रिकल्स में किया है तो हमको बताइए, बीई में क्या बताइए हमको। अभी हम लोग का स्टेट में, डिस्ट्रिक्ट में इतना बिल्डिंग बनने वाला है, कौन काम कर रहा है? हैव यू सीन कौन कर रहा है? आई हैव नथिंग अगेंस्ट माय हार्ड ब्रदर्स, दे आर वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग पीपल। उससे सीखना है। वो लोग आज आके लेबर वो लोग है, फोरमैन वो लोग है, हम लोग सोदर बोलते हैं, सोदर वो लोग है, हेड मिस्त्री वो लोग है। हम लोग क्या कर रहा है? हम लोग कुछ नहीं कर रहा है। अगर आपको करना है कुछ, आप सोचता है एंटरप्रेन्योर होके, स्टार्टअप होके हम जेफ बेजोस बन जाएगा, हम बिल गेट्स बन जाएगा, एलोन मस्क बन जाएगा। आप इतना नहीं बन सकते, लेकिन आप नीचे भी नहीं जाएगा। हम लोग का अरुणाचल का कॉन्टेक्स्ट में आपको क्या जरूरत है, आप उससे शुरू कीजिए ना। अब बी करके रखा है सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में, फॉर्म ए टीम। अभी इतना बिल्डिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्टर बहुत है, आई वाज आल्सो ए कॉन्ट्रैक्टर। हमको अच्छा आदमी चाहिए, एक टीम चाहिए। अभी मेरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट में बहुत बनने वाला है बिल्डिंग, कोई टेंडर जीता है, उसको एक अच्छा टीम चाहिए। आप बी किया है, फॉर्म ए टीम इनको, हम हेड मिस्त्री बनेगा, आई एम ए क्वालिफाइड इंजीनियर। आपको किससे काम नहीं मिलेगा, हमको बताइए। आप योर इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर, इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन कौन करता है? इसको कोई लोकल आदमी किया है? लोकल आदमी किया है, सभी उंगली को काटते हैं। या आयरन किया है? हम लोग का आदमी नहीं। हम लोग एटीट्यूड को चेंज करना पड़ेगा। आप यू हैव नॉट बिकम ए इंजीनियर इन गवर्नमेंट डिपार्टमेंट, बट योर एटीट्यूड इज ऑलरेडी लाइक ए गवर्नमेंट इंजीनियर। स्पेशली तानी ग्रुप का जे हो गया तो एकदम थोड़ा सीरियस हो जाता है, ए हो जाता तो और थोड़ा सीरियस, एग्जीक्यूटिव हो जाने से हो गया ग्योमा में। और बाप भी बहुत सीरियसली करता है। अच्छा, वी हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ दैट मेंटालिटी। हम लोग वहां से निकलना पड़ेगा। दैट्स व्हाई एवरीथिंग कम्स डाउन टू वन मोर थिंग, हु आर आवर हीरोज, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ हीरोज वी आर वर्शिपिंग। किस तरह के हीरो को हम लोग अरुणाचल में वर्शिप करता है? हम लोग शॉर्टकट हीरो को ढूंढता है। फिर तानी बेल्ट में आएगा शॉर्टकट। हम लोग का आदमी लोग करोड़ के नीचे बात नहीं करता है। हम बहुत मिला है मेरा भाई लोग को, अलग अलग डिस्ट्रिक्ट का। अच्छी क्या हो रहा आजकल, काम कैसा हो रहा है आजकल? क्या कर रहा है? 300-400 करोड़ पीएमजीएस हम छोड़ दिया ऐसे 10-15 टाइम नहीं। What kind of role models are we choosing? What kind of role model? Those who became rich overnight through many scandals? किस तरह के हीरो को आप चुनता है? आप देखता है कि ये लड़का ऐसे करके धनी हो गया, आप you want to try that method, but that method is not right. We have to understand what kind of role models you are looking for. क्योंकि आप उसका अगर पीछे जाएगा, you'll get discouraged. You'll do things which is not right. आपको मेहनत करके, you know, you have to earn by the sweat of your brow. रामधोनी करना पड़ेगा, आसामीज में बोलता है। आपका ये बड़ा भाई जो यहाँ में, आपका दोस्त यहाँ में है, हम रामधोनी करके आए हैं, बेलचा मार के आया है, हम जंपल मार के आया है, छोटा से जीरो में पैदा हुआ है हम अपातनी जगह में। एंड वी नेवर थॉट व्हाट इज अपातनी, व्हाट इज निसी, कभी समझा ही नहीं। हम क्लास 8 में जब ईटानगर आया तब हम जाना है अपातनी निसी क्या। हम लोग का अरुणाचल ऐसा है, यूनाइटेड है हम लोग नहीं सोचता है मोपा आदि, हम लोग का दिमाग में नहीं है। इसलिए हम बोलता है ना, लव इज नेचुरल, हेट्रेड इज टॉट। आज जो हो रहा है ना, हम लोग को सिखा रहा है, बता रहा है, हम लोग को बांट रहा है, और हम लोग बटने वाला आदमी नहीं है। इसीलिए आप लोग को आज हम बोल रहा है, यू आर द फ्यूचर, You are the president of Arunachal Pradesh. You have an unemployment problem in the state. You have to have a startup. If you are not good in studies, if you are not going to do well in academics, come out of it. Think of something. How will you contribute? Whether you'll become a part of the problem or you'll become a part of the solution. The choice is yours, my friend. You have to decide. What you got to do, you have to decide. Arunachal is a land of opportunities. Have my eyes. Have the eyes of an entrepreneur. You will see so many skills. You will see so many opportunities. Can you believe in 2005 and 6 when I started, I couldn't sleep at night. Thinking somebody is going to steal my idea. दिमाग में इतना आइडिया था, इतना करेगा सोच के रात को जाग जाता था, ये कोई कर लेगा तो नींद नहीं आता था. आप लोगों को कैसे नींद आता है? I don't understand. हम लोग का जवान लड़का कितना देरी रात को कैसे सो सकता है? हम समझ में नहीं आता. आप लोग मत सोचो I'm holier than thou. No. पार्टी में हम लोग उस्ताद था. People might see, they know 10 बजे पार्टी शुरू, 5 बजे तक I can dance. But when it comes to my preparation, I'm somebody who studied for 16 hours a day. You have to get your priorities right, my friend. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you have the unemployment written all over in Arunachal Pradesh. How do we tackle that? Now government of Arunachal is coming up with a lot of schemes. This government of Pema Khandu and Chalumen, they are very progressive people. They are like you and me. They are young people like us. They think, they know the problem, what is there, and they are trying to find a solution. If we cannot make use of them, now we can never use it. Please study. Please go through what kind of schemes are available. How can we dovetail those into central schemes? Pick up a project. I know we have lands. Make a LPC. Make a mortgage certificate. Make a non-encumbrance certificate. Approach the bank. And I'm also the Secretary General for Arunachal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We have been knocking at the door of the government since when? I've been telling the government, I'm still telling the government, you have to increase the CD ratio of Arunachal Pradesh. See, you can do what you can as an entrepreneur, but you cannot do it alone. You need an ecosystem, and that ecosystem needs to be institutionalized. And who's going to do it? The state government is going to do it. They have to tell the bank, look, you know what is the total reserve of money in Arunachal Pradesh? Any one of you? State Bank has 29,965 crore. You know how much they lend out? 9,669 crore. You know all the private banks together, how much of deposit they have? More than 25,000 crore. You know what is our CD ratio? Not even 28. We have more deposit. We are not lending out. So government has to come in here. Government has to step in. Tell the banks in SLBC meeting कि we will set a target. We cannot say that 60% एक बार में करा दो. नहीं. You have to give a rational, realistic target. This time we have to increase the CD ratio in this manner. आज 2% हम लोग को बढ़ाना है ये साल में. करना पड़ेगा. जो बैंक नहीं करेगा, like in Assam, I told them last time also, penalize those banks. आप लोग जो गवर्नमेंट का पैसा को रखता है वो बैंक पे मत रखिए. वहां से आप ट्रांजैक्शन मत कीजिए और बैंक को पैसा जरूरत है, वहीं से वो पैसा कमाता है. जिस दिन गवर्नमेंट ऑफ अरुणाचल बोलेगा आई एम नॉट गोना पुट माय सिक्योरिटी मनी इन दिस पर्टिकुलर बैंक, उसका फट जाएगा. समझ गया? ऑलराइट? उसके बाद ही इज गोना स्टार्ट टेकिंग इट सीरियसली. You cannot do it alone. Government has to set up an ecosystem and you have to fit in there. I am not because of the system, I am in spite of the system. So many people are successful today, they are in spite of the system. लेकिन आज आप लोग एक ऐसा समय में हैं, the world is at your feet. You have a dynamic president who is conducting this All-India Tribe Festival, who is creating a symposium whereby people like us and those people can come and talk to you. We are living in good times at the same time. How do we make use of it, my friend? You have to understand that. I won't take much more time. I have a lot of things to do tomorrow. I have a few questions coming up. So during discussion, I'm bringing it in assembly. विश्वास कीजिए, कॉलेज में जितना नहीं पढ़ा होगा, जितना एमएलए के बाद पढ़ना शुरू किया है. We have to keep on updating ourselves. This is not the end, this is just the beginning. आप लोग मत सोचिए this is just the beginning, my friend. Keep on updating yourself. Reboot. Update all the time. Read books. Internet का अच्छा use कीजिए. It's good to use WhatsApp to tell your feelings about how you feel for somebody else. Very good. That is also required. But at the same time, update yourself. My friend, days are not good, but days are good at the same time. You have an opportunity that we couldn't have in your time. We didn't have internet in my time. We have to go and study in the library. You have that. Whatever you want to do, just click. Everything is going to come out here. You want to know about Unnati scheme? Take here. Everything is going to come out here. You please find that out. What you want to do, have a clear vision what you want to do. And thereafter, follow it up. Be hardworking. Be sincere. Be consistent. Be smart. Keep on reading. Update yourself. Have humility. Dignity of labor. बड़ा साहब का एटीट्यूड को जब तक बड़ा साहब नहीं होता है लेके मत आइए. और बड़ा साहब हो भी जाता है, सक्सेसफुल हो भी जाता है, एटीट्यूड को छोड़ दीजिए. कितना साल जिएगा हम लोग? 70, 80 years? ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा. क्या छोड़ के जाएगा? लेके क्या आया है? Understand that. Alright? My friends, you are very, very capable. And wherever I go, I tell my young friends, you are the future. You hold the future of this beautiful state. You hold the future of this beautiful region, of this beautiful country. How you want to steer it, it's in your hand. How you want your life to be defined, how you want to prove yourself to your family, to your community, to your district, to your state, to your region, to your country, it's all is in your hand. How you want to do it, think. Mule over it. Don't just waste your time. Every minute is precious. It's not going to come back to you. Use it well, my friend. Dream big. Dream so big, I tell you, that friends will tell you you've gone mad. Don't dream small. Dream big. And let the fire, as I always say, the fire that you are burning now, let it burn so big that it can be seen from the corners of the world, from the corners of the country. Yes, there's a place called Arunachal Pradesh where the students, where the people there are amazing people. They can do anything, and I say, C-A-N, can. Can is a word of power, my friend. You can do anything. It is in your hand. This bare hand that you see, it holds the future of this country, of this state, of this region. Don't waste your time, my friend. You have come here today, don't let it waste. Listen to them. Find a way out. The pen that isn't given to you, the notepad that is there, write, learn, and apply. And be original. Learn. Don't see whatever that you see in the internet is true. Get a fact check done. My friend, it's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not easy. The journey won't be easy. You'll get tired. You'll get tired. You'll get discouraged. People will laugh at you. People will mock at you. But that's the time your real character will shine out. That's the time you have to re-emerge. That's the time you have to stand up. Get up again and again and again and again till the time you make it. But never give up. Don't give up. Find yourself. Find yourself first, then you will find the world. And be honest about it. If you are not good in studies, class 12, पढ़ाई छोड़ दो. Vocational चीज कीजिए. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Become an asset.